Hi guys, welcome to another Manny's Top 3. Today I'm going to run you through my favourite 3 tank aces for Astra Militarum. If you're enjoying these short videos guys and you haven't already, hit the notifications bell and the subscribe button just below so you know each time I release one of these videos. So let's have a look at tank aces then. These are my favourite 3. In at number 3, I've got Slow and Purposeful. This is a main tank ace, so it's one that you can give to a tank that's got the Lehman Russ keyword. So it'll most likely be on a tank commander, because that's who most people give it to. And Slow and Purposeful means if the tank has not moved, or has moved a distance less than half its move characteristic, or equal to, which most of the time you will with a tank commander, because if they move that distance, then they can shoot their main weapon twice. So most of the time you only move them less than half their move characteristic. And if you do, this combos perfectly with that ability, because it means you can re-roll a wound roll of 1. That's really quite cool actually, because they can do a tank order on themselves that lets them re-roll 1s to hit. So re-rolling 1s to hit, and then also re-rolling 1s to wound, with a gun that's most likely strength 8 plus, is, you know, it makes it really, really reliable and efficient for what it does. So that's why that's at number 3 for me. At number 2 is also another main tank ace, and that is Master Mechanic. I think it's a really good one because tank commanders, they need line of sight to whatever they're shooting, and that means they're going to get shot back. Now, tank commanders normally have guns that help them clear away elite units and other big stuff, but if they're shooting at other big stuff, then big stuff will be able to shoot them too. So, you know, if they're shooting Imperial Knight, which, you know, they have the guns to do, then that Imperial Knight will be able to shoot them back. But what Master Mechanic does is it means you reduce all damage taken by 1, which is really cool. It means that Imperial Knight, if he shoots you with a Gatling cannon, instead of doing 2 damage for every wound that goes through, he's only doing 1. So this makes your tank commanders a lot more survivable, especially with the amount of damage 2 and damage 3 weapons in the game at the moment. I think that's a really, really good tank ace to take. The third one, though, is my favorite. What I've got in at number 1 is a support ace. And a support ace can be given to a Wyvern, a Manticore, or a Basilisk. Basically the artillery tanks. Now, I know the -1 damage one is really, really cool, but the reason why I like this one better is because you put it on a tank that doesn't need line of sight. So it doesn't need to be shot quite a lot of the time in the game. And you'll notice other tanks and stuff that can shoot you out of line of sight don't really have much AP, so they're not really going to kill vehicles. So I would put this on a Manticore, guys, and in at number 1 for me is full payload. Now, full payload means that when you roll damage for a weapon fired by one of these tanks, you always do the maximum amount of damage rather than rolling what the damage is. So Manticores are the best ones to do it on, in my opinion, because they're damage D3, which means they're automatically damage 3. And they get 2d6 shots, so it's a lot of shots. And if you make them Katachan and you stand Harker next to them, they're also re-rolling 1s to hit. So you can be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s to hit, and then you can be strength 10, -2, and this makes you flat 3 damage. And again, you don't need line of sight to what you're shooting with a Manticore. So that's why this is my favorite one. You just have this tank. You can have 2, actually, and you can have 2 of the same ace. Of course, they just can't be on the same tank. So you can forego a Warlord trait to give 1 a tank ace, and then you can spend 1 CP to give another one a tank ace. So you could have these 2 Manticores that sit at the back of the board behind an obscuring piece of terrain, don't really get shot all game, and both of them are just putting out 2d6 shots every turn at flat 3 damage. That's definitely the best one in my opinion. Like I say, guys, these are my favorite 3. If you have any that are doing really well for you, please post them in the comments below for everybody to share. Until next time, guys, see you later.